How's it been? Been quite some time since I reached out to the people. Had a lot going on. Welcome to Subs for Breakfast. StevenWitheV is back. Go ahead and get your pens, your paper, whatever you need to take notes. And I'm gonna keep it real simple today. First of all, I'm back. And I'm excited to be back. Married man now, so I'm gonna come at y'all a lot differently. I'm not only coming with the sports rundowns, coming to y'all with just day-to-day topics. This being, today is Wednesday, the very first day of February. We've gotten 31 days out the way into this new year. I'm down 6 pounds. For where the year started to now. So I lost 6 pounds last month. Going to give it up for me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big shout out to my wife, my queen, my life partner. Y'all give it up for Heather, Honey Butter, Hollis, Scott. Come on now, give it up, give it up, give it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, as we all know, the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't make the playoffs. Came down to a tough loss by the Jets while we didn't get in. And as we know, the playoffs were crazy. A lot of losing teams are mad. Their fan base got the taste smacked out of their mouths. I'm not going to speak about one team individually, but y'all mostly know me. So y'all know who I was the most happiest to see leave the playoffs. One win and done in. I don't have anything to say about that team today. But anyway, my team didn't even make the playoffs, so who am I to criticize and joke about it? I want to talk about you something today more important than that one game. We're going to talk about this upcoming record that LeBron James is about to break. My all-time favorite player, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, will be passed as the all-time leading scorer. Finally, someone's done it. I think Cap never thought it was going to get done, and it is going to happen. As long as LeBron James makes it to play a few more games. I mean, it's any day now. It'll probably happen in Oklahoma City. The team that I'm a huge fan of, I would like to see it happen there so I can see the torch get passed from my greatest player of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, to what a lot of people feel now is the greatest player of all time, LeBron James. Not going to debate that, not here to bring up no names, but we're just going to give LeBron his flowers. And the one thing I will say, all that talk about him being a pass-first player, I don't think he would agree with that, nor would anybody else. He's a player that believes in making the correct basketball play. And if that means score, pass, shoot, that's what he's going to do. You know what I mean? So let's not act like he's a pass-first player. That's not what he is. Now, I have seen him pass in situations where I feel like he should have scored, but I couldn't make it to the varsity team at Lincoln High School and get playing time. So I have no skin in the game when it comes to that with basketball. I just know what I like to watch. And when I do watch basketball, I tend to like the big man's game, like centers, like Shaq was I followed Shaq like a lot of you guys follow LeBron now. So I had to team hop for years. My original team was the Los Angeles Lakers when I was a kid. They were the team that was always in the finals or playing ball. Magic was very exciting to me to watch. Kareem just was from the Bronx, and my uncles and aunts had already put me on game to who Lou Alcindor was. So because of that, like most of my sports came from my elders. And I was a Kareem, Magic, Byron Scott, same last name. Like, I could get into the whole thing, but mainly the Lakers was all my team. I used to wear my socks high like Coop, and still do. But anyway, once Magic was forced to retire, and me being the age I was back then, a young man, I just didn't even want to watch basketball no more. I was distraught. I thought it was the worst decision that the NBA made. But there was a guy that was coming along that just basically dominated the league during that era. And we all know who that is. But the other MJ, put it like that. It wasn't Magic Johnson, it was the other MJ. Okay? And that was that. So I didn't really watch much NBA basketball once Magic left. I probably went, I don't know how many years, but until I heard about Shaquille O'Neal and him having ties to Jersey City and Newark, New Jersey, him repping, I just felt like this guy's the ticket. He's the next big man. He was the most dominant player of the game. So, hey, I enjoyed watching him and I followed him throughout his career. But towards the end of his career, I felt like I needed to get a basketball team. I was not feeling everybody, the LeBron jumpers. So I felt like, you know what? I can't talk smack because I did the same thing with Shaq. And at the time, it was a young Kevin Durant who had got drafted by the Sonics from Seattle. There was a young Russell Westbrook. James Harden was coming off the bench at that time. You had Serge Ibaka, you know what I mean? And young Steven Adams, big shout out. It's probably the one Thunder player who I wish was still there. I mean, all the other guys, I understand they had to leave, go get the bag. But I really wish Steven Adams stuck around and could get some of this new school era that we're doing right now. So needless to say, I'm a Thunder fan, and I love where the Thunder's going right now. We're drafting, got a lot of youngsters out there that's playing real good basketball. I don't think we're gonna win a chip or nothing like that this year. I think we will make the playoffs. We will fight tough. I don't know how far we're gonna get. But I think as early as next year, we could definitely probably make it to the Western Finals, possibly win a chip. It just depends on, you know, how serious Chet Holmgren is back and how effective he is with the year layoff. So skip all that. Let's get back to LeBron passing Kareem and give him his flowers, his props. So like I was saying, LeBron definitely, he's like a little bit at all the greats just pushed into one. He got a little Kobe in him. A lot of Magic Johnson. He has some Mike in him, but not the part of Mike that I really, really enjoyed to watch. And that was just that it was just a killer. It didn't matter what was going on. If he was to make the playoffs, it could be game number 7 of the year, and Mike was going all out. And I just feel like I get it, you know, load management, preserve your career, continue getting the bag, longevity, I get it. But back then, if you were a basketball fan or any type of sports fan, if anybody back then was talking about load management, we would hate that team. Stop acting like you would love it, because we didn't. So that works now with the new generation. It's all about the bag. And, you know, whether it was super teams formed or whatever, back then you pretty much played who you was with. And when the trade happened, and you usually didn't even want to go to that team because you still had animosity from the team you were originally on. So with all that being said, let's go on and give LeBron James his props coming up soon. And like I said, I hope it happens in Oklahoma City. Tickets like right now are like 70 bands to go to some of these games where LeBron's going to pass the take over and grab the torch from Kareem. And so either that or Milwaukee. I guess that's where Kareem started his career. That'd be exciting. He'll probably load manage and finish it off in LA. Who knows what he's going to do, but I hope it's in Oklahoma City. We could use that extra money. Getting off of that and on to what's coming up. We all know that there's going to be a flag football game this year for the Pro Bowl. I cannot say I'm a fan of it. I'd like to know what you guys are thinking. If you want to comment after you like and subscribe, and then share it. If you want to do that, that'd be cool. But just let me know how y'all feel about a flag football Pro Bowl. I'm not a fan. I wish the Pro Bowl took place maybe 3 weeks after the Super Bowl, and they got out there and did something different. But I would like to see the best players in that game especially since the two best teams allegedly are the two teams that are in the Super Bowl. None of those players can compete in the Pro Bowl. So I'd much rather see everybody, but it's not that big a deal. The NFL's Pro Bowl has probably been the most overrated thing to watch for quite some time. But this year, being at Allegiant Stadium out in Las Vegas, I'm sure it's going to be exciting to watch. I might slide to Vegas to go catch it on the big screen somewhere, but I will not be at the game. I don't think I'll be able to get in there. I mean, I'm not going to pay the money to get in there. I'd have to hook up. What else was I going to say? What else we got today? I don't want to keep it too much long. I've been on about 10 minutes. I might got about 5 more minutes left. We're going to cut it short after that. But just trying to get back to do what I do, which is coming out, talking about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and keeping it moving. So I'm back, is what I have to say. And I'm also back in the business of selling these cars. So if you're looking for any type of car, you dream about a new car, you wake up thinking about a new car, you smell new car smell, you want to see a new car, go on and hit me up. You got my phone number, hit me on the book, hit me on right here on the YouTube, wherever you hit me up at, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't even know if I have a Twitter account, but if you hit me up on Twitter, I'll find it. And I'll get you that car that you're looking for. At least I'll get you what I have that you could, fit into your budget. Yeah, so check this out. I forgot to even tell about this. Took the Queen out to go see the Brooklyn Nets when they were in town in Atlanta. And it was a great game. Came down to the wire. The Hawks lost. They couldn't score on the buzzer to take the lead. But we got there like right around third quarter starting because I was selling cars and I was busy. And unfortunately, Honey Butter got mad at me because I was supposed to I lost some keys. She had to come get me from the dealership. I had to leave the other vehicle here while we went over there, but whatever. Long story short, by the time we get to the game, some cats were sitting in our seats, about 5 jokers. And I kindly and respectfully let them know, I see it's like 5 of y'all together, but 2 of these seats is ours. And they gave me a hard time. I hate to call them some young punks, but that's pretty much what they were. Because I made it clear, 3 of y'all could stay. I just want my 2 seats. They forced me to turn into Mr. Steven Black Karen, and I went over there and had to let them know. Speaking of black, happy Black History Month, everybody. I'm back. I went over and had to let the security know, look, man, got these 5 gentlemen in my seats, 2 of them at least, and I need them out of there. Lo and behold, it was a whole 3-party family that also, those were their 3 seats, but they didn't get down like I got down. So dude asked, jumped up, what you gonna do about it? And I was about to respond and reply, with some BOBC, black on black crime. But I didn't want to do that. I said, you know what? I'm the older person here. I'm the more mature person. I'm the wiser man with the gray and everything in my beard. And I said, you know what, young man? I feel like I could win on every level here, but I'm not gonna do anything violent. I'm just gonna go have security ask you guys to move. I try to let 3 of you guys stay over here while me and my lady watch the game, but now we're gonna see who has the real tickets. So I go over, box office, everybody yo, this guy bought his tickets at the box office. So they're my seats. Some scalper must have gave them the seats or whatever, but yeah, security came over, moved them out the way. We got a round of applause. I brought the 3 people, that other family. We all just sat down in our chairs and watched the game. Moral of that story is, sometimes you gotta take the fall and move and let your other 3 boys continue watching the game, because now none of y'all watched it. Y'all got kicked out the arena, couldn't watch the game. And this all could have been settled a lot easier. Don't question a black man like me. I'm a professional now. I'm not looking to fight. I don't want to come to fisticuffs, but if it happens, I'm a lot stronger than I was in my old age, because I started realizing that even though, I thought I was done with having to get physically altercating, but it still might come a time where I got to put these hands in use for defenseful measures. So I'm also back in that area also. See my neck, Michi? I know you told me you couldn't see my neck a few years back. You see that thing getting thinner. You know what I mean? And my My muscle mass is getting better. Whoo-wee. I just don't want it to come to that, guys. I only want peace. So when I bring it, I bring it. And this year, I'm working heavily on respecting the opinions of others, even if I disagree. So you can respectfully disagree with my opinion, and I'll respectfully disagree with yours, and we can still be friends. If that's impossible for you to do, don't even bring it to my attention. Unfriend me, don't call me, don't text me. But definitely you can banter and go back and forth, but with respect, and I'll respect you as well. And on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so kindly for joining me today and having subs for breakfast. I will talk to you all soon. I miss you guys. Do you miss me back? All right, guys, thanks a lot for joining me today for Subs for Breakfast. Hope you had a great taste and enjoyed what we had to offer you today. Remember, bet with your head, not over it. Have a great day. See you next time. Peace. Yeah.